So, this one is called Stage Fright. When I tell you I'm afraid of crowds, I mean to say, despite being a performance poet, I have stage fright. My hands shake every time I step into the spotlight. When I tell you I'm afraid of crowds, I mean to say that people are bad and I am scared, that the world is sick and you need to be prepared, darling. I have been in classrooms that weren't safe spaces. I have heard of children being killed and other rising cases. So when I tell you I'm afraid of crowds, I mean to say that a 12-year-old student in boarding school was hacked to death by his seniors in Dehradun. When I tell you I'm afraid of crowds, I mean to say that our sons and daughters could be victims of online bullying, carrying bruises that we are not even seeing. I was born in a society that got mad about public kissing, people eating beef, and women openly breastfeeding, you see. When I was a little girl, I tried to make friends, but every time they hit me, I turned into dead ends. So when I tell you I'm afraid of crowds, I mean to say that I am the kid who grew up violated and hated. I am not the life of the party and I am not sorry. I am the kid that trauma tried to hold back many times. The kid who ended up paying for other people's crimes. The kid who learned to spell abuse faster than anyone else, walking through 1,000 hells. The weak kid, the small kid, the ugly kid, the stupid kid, the scared kid, the loser kid who made it out super alive. Just watch me revive. Just watch me. Please watch me, because when I tell you I'm afraid of crowds, I mean to say that every time I stand in front of the audience, I still think of angry mobs and I still think of self-defense. I think of witch hunts and I think of pain. And then I think of the months I carried shame and extra baggage. So now I put my fears in a cage, because despite it all, I'm here before you, made of the stuff of gladiators. I am brave and invincible and hellfire that kills the haters. I am a weird wolf tomboy and I am not theirs to destroy. So when I tell you I'm afraid of crowds, I mean to say, despite that, I will do it. I will write my poems and I will perform them. My poems that are wounds with names erupting in flames. I don't have breakdowns. I goddamn howl. And I will go up on that stage like I'm going to battle, armed to the teeth with dragons, smear coal on my eyes like war paint, because I am a savage tigress, not a sweet saint. I will go up on that stage and cry for all the things that have ever happened to me, wave my hurt for everyone to see, and still make it look goddamn glorious and fabulous, so that we all end up celebrating this phenomenon, this ancient festival of hanging scars like victory flags and screaming and screaming and screaming that survival is a ticketed show. Only the broken have the privilege of watching. So when I tell you I'm afraid of crowds, I mean to say that this time I won't run. That this time I will look you in the eye one by one. And when I tell you I'm afraid of crowds, I mean to say that this time I promise I won't be. Hi everyone. Half Baked Tales is presenting spoken word poetry and storytelling in a brand new fashion with illustration and animation. And if you like that, Do subscribe to their channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified.